Okay, guys. Okay, I want y'all to close your eyes and think. Picture a world where every day is filled with peace and joy. And picture a world where nothing strange ever exists and nothing strange ever happens. You understand, don't ya? Now call that's why we'll call a truly weird world. Kiri? Get moving, extinguish that fire post haste. The golden buckets. Very good. Now, douse those flames. You could lend a hand. Oh, who is that? Kyoko Kirigiri. The mastermind is also a distinct possibility. If the lab, it would certainly explain why Monokuma malfunction. But why make the corpse explode to dispose of a piece of evidence? God darn it, what's going on? Fukawa, I suppose it would have been too much to ask that you had also died. Look, a key. It must have been on the corpse. Come on, let's go. But remember the other locked door? Sweet. Kirigiri and I couldn't get in here, people. Well, now we will. The feeds from the surveillance cameras. This is where we're spider bomb from. But we're in the mastermind's room. Hold up, is that a regular TV? And you mean, yeah, can we watch anything? Flip it on. Sure thing, we're all starving for news of the outside world. Power on. Oh, crud, it's just us. Yeah, looks like it's just the feed from the camera in here. Wait a sec, I think it's picking up some outside TV signals. But even so, we're on all of the channels. Think there's some sort of catch? Catch? What kind of catch? Monokuma, yo, hi, ha 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 ha. I thought you were dead. Ho ho, never assume a bear's dead until you see the bug. But I do want to credit Sob Molly there for his brilliant discovery. I am indeed the amateur of this little program. The terribility. Sounds contradictory. Hey, what? Wait till your punks get to college and major in media studies. You mean we're on TV? Yep. The golf game burned like a moth, or laptops crushed because of two. Wait, sorry. In fact, your dad's on live across the nation. The golf game burned like a moth, the laptops crushed because of too much talk. The jock beats off by baseballs that rock. That's disparagement. You can't be serious. You're totally lying. They wouldn't allow kids really killing each other to be shown on people's TVs. Unless he somehow took control of them. But the money, the technology you need to override the broadcast, the streams. Oh yeah, I suppose you want to know why. Well, I can't tell you that yet. Anyway, don't y'all have something else to worry about first? Yes, technically a body has been found, and by technically I mean actually. So students investigate, go to jail, get executed, yada yada. How can you? What's the point after telling us all this? Oh, come on. You kids make me laugh. Oop, boop, boop. The point, she says. Oop, boop, boop, boop. Well, gotta go. Can't wait to read the viewer comments for today. I don't get it. He says it's a show. It doesn't make any sense. I've tried to hold on to my old life in here, my old mind, but it's snapping, cracking horribly like the burnt skin on that corpse. And if what's left there beneath is the truth, what use is it? When the truth is so incomprehensible, it's so senseless, it's despair. Up next, the class trial. Don't go away. And I thought we'd be getting out of this place. How is he even alive? The mastermind never was there, which makes the corpse Kirigiri by default. No, I don't believe it. That won't change reality. Nevertheless, if you're still unwilling to face facts when I speak them, look into it yourself. The Monokuma file. Victim unknown. Note: disfigurement of corpse from explosive damage post-mortem has rendered body unidentifiable. Injuries: abdominal. Single knife wound extends to back. Injuries: cranial. Indication of posterior blow to head from cylindrical object the width of a metal pipe. Injuries: general. Body displays signs of multiple older and pre-existing wounds. He's wrong. Tell me it isn't you, Kirigiri. She's burnt beyond recognition, huh? There's something on her hand. Aren't these fake nails? And this tattoo, a dog's head? Were these under her gloves all along? The garden, huh? It still feels like I'm missing something here. A top. It's soaking wet on one side. Why just one side? The control panel for the sprinklers set to water the whole room at 7:30 a.m. Looks like the settings are locked. Wait, the body wasn't wet before the explosion. That was at 9 o'clock sharp. It's closed the window of motor down too. Kirigiri's room locked, of course. Naegi, Yutu, Togami, yeah, but have you forgotten? Ah, but still, I'm not sure we should barge into a lady's room. Consider the situation. Kinda sparse, huh? Now we look. Sorry, Kirigiri. A card? It's made of wood, has a number 6 on it. Slots with right angles cut into one end. It's an old-fashioned locker key. Whoa, Togami! But what if she stashes weird stuff in her bed? Why, so she does. From the looks of it, this was torn out of a file. I'm not surprised to find she was hiding more information from us. That was her way all along. So what is it? It's from the registry of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, our class, and it's for a student named Mukuro Ikusaba, the ultimate soldier. Is our classmate? Kirigiri must have taken this document from the headmaster's room. Disappeared on a family trip in Europe directly before entering middle school. Returned to Japan 3 years later on her own. Claimed to have willingly received combat training from the mercenary group Fanval. Boasting immense fighting prowess, her body remained unmarred by battle wounds. Where's Fanval? A notorious freelance unit, a pack of zealous warmongers. They're professional combat specialists based on the Middle East. Rumor has it a single one of them is worth 100 ordinary soldiers. True to the Fanval name, taken from ancient Norse legend, they are feared in war zones, far and wide, and the words of Ragnarok. All who served among them bear their tattoo somewhere on their person. I'm amazed she got accepted. Could she be hiding somewhere in this school? It's a key to one of the dojo lockers. Well, open it then. Duralumin arrows, they look pretty tough. There's a lot of duct tape at the bottom covered in blood. Time gradually chisels away at all creatures, objects, and phenomena with careful precision. A second falls unnoticed like a silent drop. Yet in their multitude, both life and stone are worn to nothing. By which I'm trying to say, get your butts in gear and over to the class trial. Hey, are we doing this or not? Who killed Kirigiri? You know the deal. I can't start the trial till everyone's here. Sorry I'm late. You're alive, or a ghost. I say she's just tardy. But anyway, now we can begin. Kirigiri, thank God. I promised I'd stay alive, didn't I? Kirigiri. Hold up. If Kirigiri is alive, who's the dead chick? I see, so that's the deal. Oop, oop. You're caught on yet? There's only one student unaccounted for. Yep. This class trial is for the murder of Mukuro Ikusawa. Hey, are you kiddos enjoying this school life of mutual killing? We're plowing right ahead into the climax class trial of this segment. Dang it, couldn't get any easier than this. It's so obvious who the killer is. Maybe I should just stop flapping the punishment now. I don't see his school life ending anytime soon. Say, have I put on some weight? Or maybe I'm just fluffed up today. Whenever I'm feeling self-conscious, I ask Miyakuma, who is 100 times more adorable than anyone else in the world, now and forever. And you know what Miyakuma says to me? Why, it's you, Monokuma, you, Monokuma, you, Monokuma. So I really am the most adorable thing in the world, it's true. And this is a story of how everyone lies to themselves. But where have you been, Naegi? Not now. I suspect that this job will prove the most crucial moment of my life. The dead chick's Mukuro Ikusawa, but ain't Kyoko dead? I'm telling ya, this girl's a ghost of a living person. Just know, Hagakoi. The cook had on fake nails. It doesn't even make sense for Kirigiri to wear them under her gloves. And the tattoo on her hand outright tells us the victim's identity. The tattoo represents the mercenary group Fanval, the same group that Mukuro Ikusawa belonged to. It's safe to conclude the body belongs to the ultimate soldier Mukuro Ikusawa. That there could have been her spot as the 16th student. Oop, oop, oop. Perhaps. Well, enough's enough about this tangent. So who's guilty of killing Mukuro Ikusawa? It's quite clear. Kirigiri, you're the only feasible suspect. Why me? We found the body at 9 a.m. Keep in mind the garden sparkles go off for 1 minute at 7:30 a.m. However, the corpse was not wet. This means the murder could only have occurred between 7:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. Everyone but you was in the gym during that time frame. The body wouldn't have gotten wet if you covered it with a top. Using the top prevents us from narrowing down a window for murder. That makes it impossible to verify our alibis. And as a matter of fact, I found a wet top. But the body wasn't there last night. Furthermore, Hagakure, Fukawa, Asaina, and I spent the night in the gym. The four of us have the perfect alibi. Doesn't that make Naegi a perfectly legitimate suspect? Kirigiri, you think I did it? How do you explain the murder weapon? Do you realize it has your name written all over it? Wait, was it the murder weapon a survival knife? It went through a body. No, that was a red herring, eh? Yup, the Monokuma file says she got whacked upside the head by a rod about the size of an iron pipe. In short, the murder weapon was an iron pipe. Silence, fool, eh? I've already uncovered the murder weapon. There was a clutch of metal arrows in one of the dojo lockers. They were bound with duct tape to form a single thick rod. The key to the dojo locker where you hid the bloodstained duct tape was discovered in your room. My room? I haven't been to the dojo. Then how do you explain the locker key? Someone must have put it there. Kirigiri, have you honestly never gone to the dojo? You should know I'm innocent better than anyone. I couldn't even have air in my room. I gave you my room key. No, that's a clear contradiction of what she told me. As long as she has the skeleton key, she could enter any room. This isn't like her. Why would Kirigiri make such a desperate lie? If I'm executed now, the mystery surrounding this school will never come to light. That's why I can't go down. You couldn't enter your room. In that case, you're the only one without an alibi, Naegi. You made a show of finding the very key that you planted in Kirigiri's room. Him? Was it you, man? What should I do? No one else knows she's lying, and I'm the only one who can call her out on it. If Kirigiri did it and gets executed, that would be the end of her investigation. Those of us still remaining might spend the rest of our lives in here. Maybe the murders will come to an end and we live in peace within these school walls. Is that where our hope lies? No. No, it's not. There isn't any hope to be found in that. I trust Kirigiri. And if I know her at all, then she's got a plan. Naegi, this is no time for daydreaming. If you have nothing to say in your defense, then you're guilty. Hey, isn't there something weird about this entire trial, huh? We didn't even know Ikusaba, and now suddenly we've got her corpse. What's going on here? There's more to this case than you're telling us. Do I hear contempt of court? Contempt nothing. What's your game, Monokuma? I know you somehow set this up as a trap. Or maybe what I hear is desperation. You know what they say, Naegi. A guilty dog barks the loudest. Well, that is all you got. Time is up. This class trial's over, so you can give all your arguments a rest. What do you mean? Time's up. This never happened before. And I guess we'll be moving straight to voting time. Gee, I wonder who it's gonna be. Wait, is this... This is so obviously rigged. Monokuma, stop it. This is messed up. Bingo. you hit the grand jackpot. The culprit in this case was Makoto Naegi. But bingo, I'm the killer? That's insane. This whole darn trial was messed up. Guys, I didn't do it. Kirigiri, I don't expect you to forgive me. This is all my fault. And now, the most dreaded punishment. A high school student can endure. Huh? What the heck just happened? Hey, was it that? Yeah, it had to be. Alter ego. Oh, Zeus, did that lousy junkware manage to plant a virus in the system? Must have happened when the sneak hacked in. That little creep pulled a fast one on me. I see this. Put a dent in your plans, but I hardly even nicked them. Sure, the intent was to smoosh Naegi into a crepe, but flat or not, he ain't coming back. Nah, he fell into the underground waste dump, and if he didn't die fast, then he's gonna die slow. Love this Nikujaga, ma'am. Meat and potatoes, though mostly potatoes. I heard a story once that Nikujaga was invented from a failed attempt at beef stew. Sounds kinda iffy if you ask me, though I guess it coulda happened if the chef used soy sauce instead of wine. But you see, the story still shows how you learn new things by making mistakes. When you come right down to it, everything is built on having got the last thing wrong. But the kids these days are obsessed with success. No one remembers the value of failure or of despair. Will you mind leaving now? I'm alive. How long was I out? Alter Ego saved me. Even now, he doesn't want me to give up. A lock, but still I'll find a way out. Eh? Trash, how dare you? Kirigiri? I see you look chipper, but why? Isn't it obvious I've come to save you? Kirigiri, you have cup ramen on your head. You even got me some food. Now I feel okay. So you're not going to give up? No way will I give up. Optimism is the one and only thing I've got going for me. Naegi, I sacrifice you to reach my goals. It's not your fault, Kirigiri, the mastermind. Naegi, I don't see any cameras here. I'd like to tell you everything. The mastermind rigged that trial. It was a trap meant to lure me out and dispose of me. All because I had slipped off with the precious key. Naegi, did you realize the victim was originally meant to be you? That's right, but I saw it about to happen and the culprit ran. I can hear Dad's footsteps. It seems I have a knack for coming across crimes. You're like someone in a mystery novel. Upon failing to kill you, the mastermind decided to use another body to create that crime scene. And I fell right into their trap, but you saved me. Not like that's anything new. Even though I threw you to the sharks, you were still there for me. you're always willing to lend a hand whenever I need one. I don't have much experience as a team player, so I may have put you in situations that didn't sit well with you. But will you believe me if I say I trusted you? Honestly, she did a whole bunch of stuff that didn't sit with me. Anyway, let's try to get out of this disgusting dump. Since I do have the key, we can see what's behind that door. Yeah. So go up, you first. Or I'll go first so you can peek. But I won't trust you anymore. I didn't mean it that way. Naegi, it's finally coming back to me, eh? I'm gradually regaining my lost memories, really? And now, I know what I was ultimate at. I was the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective? It makes sense. It fits the way she's acted ever since we arrived. I see, so that's why the school scouted at you, huh? No, not quite. I intentionally permitted myself to attract a recruiter's attention in order to attend Hope's Peak Academy where my father was headmaster. Your dad was headmaster? Yes, I haven't seen him since I was little. The Kirikiris have a long history as detectives going back from generations. I don't know all the details, but my father was as skilled as any of our line. Everyone assumed he would inherit his place as head of our family, except he hated being a detective. He used my mother's death as an excuse to leave it all, including me. Years later, I learned he'd ended up the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, and so I set my sights on attending this school. I bet you were excited at the chance to see your dad again. No. Excited isn't the word. I came to severe ties with him once and for all. I'm here to bury my past and excise him from my life. I've been seen as the kid abandoned by your own father ever since he left, and I'm sick and tired of it. Just because we're related doesn't mean we share any emotional ties. How could you call the two of us family? But that just seems so... That's my aim. That's the reason why I came to Hope's Peak Academy. We made it. It went up to the incinerator room. Makes sense. Phew. Kirigiri, you saved my life. Save it? I was simply returning the favor. Now let's go. Go? To cut a deal with Monokuma. My. What do we have here but Naegi, safe and sound? Problem is, he's supposed to be dead. Guess I gotta make sure of the punishment this time. Well, who am I to stop you, eh? But I wonder what your viewers would think, huh? I mean, even with all the tricks in a reality show, audiences expect there to be some rules. Execute a dead student twice for the same crime, and they're going to start wondering if the whole show isn't fake, a setup, a hoax, a pile of lies. I'll say it was an artistic decision, and first of all, if you execute Naegi without just cause, people will start to think despair cannot kill hope. Get? Truth be told, wasn't this a fixed trial to begin with? You were the one who killed Ikusaba. And given more time, we can find the evidence to prove it too. If you want to condemn us to honest despair, then I suggest you take up my proposal. I request a retrial. Give us one last bow, putting hope and despair on the line. Heh. Heh heh heh. Interesting, very interesting. You're on, but a bare bones game of whodunit won't build enough hype. I'm adding a special rule for the climax that you can really sink your veins into. Solve all of the mysteries lying under the school's belt. Do that and your hibernation is over and you can all leave this cave. I run out of wordplay, but if we don't, the whole class gets executed. Which will prevail? Will it be your hope or my despair? Oop, oop, oop. I can't wait to see how your faces twist in despair when you learn the whole truth. Naegi, you're alive! It's Naegi from head to toe. Hey, I swear, you're as enduring as a cockroach. Naegs, dude, about what we did to you. Don't worry about it, okay? We have a bigger... Sorry, guys. Classroom announcement. The school life of mutual killing will now enter the true answer arc. To give you a fair shot at the truth, I've unlocked all the doors inside the academy. Search wherever you like. Crack the mysteries wide open. Only 16 honest to God high school set foot in Hope's Peak Academy alive. But how many will make it out alive in the end? Don't it just make your hearts race with excitement? Oop, boop, boop. See y'all at the class trial. What? You see. You demanded a retrial. Ain't we biting off way more than we can chew with that school mystery part? So it's the final confrontation. Don't you find it rather exciting? But we don't know much of anything about the school's mysteries. The only way we'll survive now is by uncovering them at last. I was perfectly happy living here with Master Byakuya. It won't be easy, but I know we'll win if we work together. The mastermind is aiming to throw us into despair. We can't give up. Shall we get to work? Let's start the investigation. The Despair Inn had a second floor of rooms, but we could never access it until now. What in the place looks like it was hit by a bomb. Here too, and bloodstains. It's just like the classroom with the mass murder. This must be the headmaster's room. So even the teachers lived on campus. I was underwhelmed by the information in here. Huh? Oh right, you've checked this area out already with the skeleton key. Apparently, that jerk was investigating Ultimate Despair. They instigated the biggest, most awful, most hopeless event in human history 1 year ago. That's all I learned. Not terribly helpful, is it? But one thing stood out to me. It's obvious he hid something, but I can't figure out the password. I've tried everything I can think of. A hidden door. Your name was the password. Why? Any idea what's up with the box? It screams suspicious. I have a bad feeling about what's inside, but it's not like we can ignore it. I reckon it's nothing dangerous, but you'll be in for a surprise. If I'm right, it won't be a pleasant sight. Just don't scream, okay? Yeah. The It's the only logical possibility given what we know. The headmaster is here in this school, however. Only the 16 of us entered the school while still alive. In that case, the implication might be that he was dead somewhere in the school. Sorry, I asked you not to scream, but it's my father, or rather what's left of him. How can you be sure? So that means the headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Isn't this you? I knew it. He did care about you. He used your name for the password and held onto this picture all these years. I'm sure the headmaster really loved you. God, he's such a jerk. I told you I was finally going to cut that man out of my life. I was going to bury all my past that's been stained by the way he abandoned me. That's the whole reason I ended up in this darn school. But I came here, and what has he done? He's left me once again.